Welcome to the Fortify experience, where I will be sharing with you a pass through a simple process that's personalized for you to help you quickly free yourself from feeling betrayed, because negative feelings can stop you from feeling better about who you are and the circumstances that you're in, and they can keep you from moving forward on a positive path. Now, what are the negative consequences of feeling betrayed? Well, for one thing, it can shock our systems and can even affect our physical health. It can cause us to doubt our own judgments. And another thing is that it can result in looking at the whole world with pessimism. Now, during this process, you will be filling in 7 blanks from A through G, so have a piece of paper and a pen or pencil handy so you can write down your answers. And if at any point during the video you need extra time to complete the answers, feel free to pause the video. And if at first you have trouble thinking of your own specific examples, feel free to use the examples in this video as your own, because it'll still work. So let's begin the process. The first statement is, the thing that bothers me the most about A, feeling betrayed, is B. So now we're going to fill in the blanks and write down your A, feeling betrayed, and then write down why it specifically bothers you for B. So examples could be, I want to strike back. Another example could be, I can't believe I trusted this person or situation. Or another example could be, I was lied to. So what is your personal B? Fill in the blank for, the thing that bothers me the most about A, feeling betrayed, is B. Now the next statement is, the reason this bothers me is because it makes me feel C. Now C is going to be your own uncensored, real, underlying feeling. So for instance, it could be examples like, makes me feel vindictive, or it makes me feel hurt. It could be, it makes me feel infuriated. So now fill in your personal C for, the reason this bothers me is because it makes me feel C. So now here comes step 3. This is the key to the ingenuity and the effectiveness of the Fortify process, because here's where we're going to uncover the specific positive aspect within you that is unintentionally being ignored, dismissed, dishonored, or forgotten in this situation. This positive aspect is something that you love, value, or respect about yourself, and you know to be true about yourself. And it's what's missing when you're feeling that feeling C. So the statement is, the fact that I feel C demonstrates that the positive thing I love, value, or respect about myself is D, where D is some aspect of yourself that's not being used or honored in this other situation. So examples could be, I am a loving, forgiving person. Another one could be, I do what I can to lift people's spirits. Another one could be, I pride myself on being fair. So fill in the blanks, your personal D, for the fact that I feel C demonstrates that the positive thing I love, value, and respect about myself is D. Now in step 4, it's time to fortify D in your mind-body system. And this is easy, because this is where you simply remember a time in your life when you were activating and using that D, that positive aspect that you discovered in step 3. And these are memories that remind you that you have been able to trigger that positive aspect D naturally and automatically in other situations in your past. So the statement is, I know D because E. So now search your memory and find any pattern or circumstance in any area of your life that confirms the fact that you possess that positive attribute D. Now at this point there could be many examples, but please stick to the simplest ones because they can be the best. So examples could be, I forgave my father when he insulted me. Or maybe, I smile a lot and compliment people. Or it could be something like, I take all aspects of a situation into consideration. So again, the statement is, I know D because E. So fill in your personal E. Now in step 5, it's time for you to think of a specific time when you experienced that positive value in the past. The statement is a specific time when I really felt the strength and power of E was F. So examples could be when I had a heart-to-heart talk with my father, or when I'm in the grocery store, or it could be when my children were fighting over what game to play. So a specific time when I really felt the strength and power of E was F. So fill in your personal F. Now we go into step 6. Now remember back to that time F, and we want you to go into it and re-experience that whole event and really feel what it felt like and really feel how good or really strong it made you feel, and feel the inner strength from that experience that makes you feel inspired or empowered or really, really good about yourself. And make that feeling really strong, and then double it. And now triple it until you can feel that feeling vibrating through your entire body. And now identify in a word or two, what is the underlying real strength? The statement is, the underlying real strength that made F so powerful for me was G. Now examples could be, it was humbleness, or it was the joy of seeing people being happy, or it could be leadership. So now fill in your personal G. And now we go to step 7, the copy process. This is where you're going to copy or embed that real strength G from another time in your life into that bother that you started out with. Now focus on that powerful, real strength feeling G in your body and hold on to it and really feel what it feels like and make it really strong. And now take that feeling and double it. And now triple it until you can feel that feeling G vibrate through your entire body and even coming out your pores. And now imagine taking some of that powerful energy G and putting it into a ball in one of your hands while still holding on to that real strength G in your body, and feel that energy pulsating in your hand. And so as you hold a ball of that powerful positive energy G in one hand, remember what that old feeling C felt like. Now put a ball of that energy C into the other hand. And now you're about to experience a powerful neurolinguistic programming technique that's awesomely effective. We're going to use that ball of positive energy G that's in your one hand as a solvent that will completely dissolve that negative energy you're feeling C in the other hand. So now as you start bringing your hands together, start noticing how the ball of positive energy G can literally start dissolving that ball of negative energy C. And keep mixing that solvent of positive energy in with the negative energy until all of that negative energy C is totally and completely dissolved, and all you can feel is that positive energy of G. And just do it until you completely feel nothing other than that positive feeling G. And it can feel so liberating. Now let's see how you did. We're going to start a new list and write down your original A. Now, so using the same A that you used before, feeling betrayed, complete the following statement. The thing that bothers me the most about A, feeling betrayed, is B. Now write down your new B. Now you may be surprised that your new B is different from your original B. And this is fantastic because when this happens, it proves that your previously hidden inner strength has both been activated and installed into that negative issue that you started out with. Otherwise, your B would have been the same as it was before. And this is the uniqueness of the Fortify process. It proves that your state of mind has progressed because it validates that you have transformed and shifted into a different and perhaps more powerful state of mind or a more peaceful state of being. And this is a benefit you can't get from any other technique. So at this point, if you have not yet been able to answer nothing for B, then it means that you can simply come back and do more passes through the Fortify process so you can find and stack additional positive inner strengths into that negative situation. And each time you come back, you will be finding that you have a new B, and keep doing this until you can finally answer nothing for B, or until you're satisfied with the progress that you've already made. Now, depending on the complexity of the issue, I have gone through numbers of passes through the Fortify process before I could finally answer nothing for B. But that's when I'm able to really feel relieved, because that's when I just don't feel the same grip or sting of that original situation. And not only that, but I can see myself feeling more in control, more self-confident, and recognizing options that I didn't realize that I had before. And when you just don't feel the same anymore, imagine how different things can be when similar situations come up in the future. Can you imagine how good you can feel having overcome situations in which you felt betrayed in the past? You might wind up being more surprised than you can even imagine. And not only that, but by activating and embedding those previously hidden positive inner strengths, you have also boosted your self-esteem and your self-image for that situation. And this is something that can't be taken away now that your real strengths have been brought into your conscious awareness. And don't be surprised if you find yourself exhibiting those real strengths in other areas of your life too, because now you're consciously aware that you have those real strengths, and that means that you'll now be able to use them to your advantage. For me, it's always fun and eye-opening to do the Fortify process, because it makes me feel good to find and activate these inner strengths that I forgot that I had. I hope that you have surprising and rewarding insights about yourself like I have had. Let Fortify disengage you from negative mindsets, reactions, or behaviors, and help you resolve and defuse the things that are keeping you from having a happy, fulfilling life. Now, as we thank you for joining us, we suggest that you look at our other issues that we cover in our YouTube videos and look at what might apply to other situations in your life. And please tell your friends and family about these videos, because you never know who they might help. And they're all free with no strings attached. We would love to hear about your Fortify experiences, so send your comments to thefortifyexperience@gmail.com. And also, check out our Facebook page and the Fortify Kindle book on Amazon.com by clicking on the links below. And please subscribe to our channel so we can keep you informed of new information and videos. Thank you so much for joining us. See you next time.